My name is Jenkinson and I'm a member of the employment team at Milne Moser Solicitors. I'm here today to talk to you about restructuring your business, paying particular attention to the redundancy process and how you go about getting that right. The first thing is that there needs to be a genuine need within the business to make redundancies. In a restructuring, this will usually mean that work of a particular kind has either diminished or is no longer necessary. The crucial thing is fairness and making sure that the redundancies aren't linked to anything like sex or race discrimination, for example. Once you've established that there is a need to make redundancies, you need to decide on the pool of staff who are going to be subject to the redundancy process. This could be the entire workforce, or it could be an individual department. You will then inform the affected employees of their participation in the redundancy consultation process, and you may ask for volunteers to take redundancy. This may lead to you paying a higher redundancy payment, but you may also have the benefit of a compromise agreement being signed by that employee. But that is something that you would need to discuss with your solicitor. Once you've established the pool of employees, you will need to decide on objective criteria by which to score the employees. The ones with the lowest scores are the ones who are going to be made redundant. Again, objectivity is crucial, and factors that you may wish to take into consideration would be things like attendance record, disciplinary record, or ability and skills. Once you've decided which employees are going to be made redundant, you need to inform them. The first thing to do is to meet with those employees and to follow the meeting up with a formal letter. You'll need to set out the period of notice the employee is entitled to, and also any redundancy payment to which they're entitled, which may be a statutory minimum payment, or it may be a higher payment depending on the terms of their contract. You will also need to tell the employee about the appeals procedure, as every employee who is subject to redundancy has the right to appeal your decision. You will also need to consider suitable alternative employment, which is a hard thing to define, but essentially there may be other roles of an equivalent status within your business which a particular employee may be successful in. The employee has the right to a 4-week trial in that role, and if he or she does not wish to accept it at the end of that trial period, they are still entitled to take a redundancy payment. If you're simply not able to avoid redundancies, then you will have to deal with the period of notice, or perhaps a payment in lieu of notice, depending on the terms of the employee's contract. That gives you a very brief overview as to how you would go about restructuring and making redundancies, and you should really consult a solicitor, and we at Milne Moser will be happy to help you in any way with any of your employment problems. Thank you for listening.